Run, run, run!
Vegetables are bad for you. After all, dinosaurs ate plants. But unfortunately, we also know what happened. But wait, that argument is ridiculous. That's because it contained a logical fallacy. Oh my god, I'm late.
A logical fallacy is an error in reasoning that renders an argument invalid. It can involve distorting or manipulating facts, drawing false conclusions, or distracting you from the actual issue at hand.
In theory, it seems like it's pretty easy to spot, but this is always the case. Sometimes logical fallacy is used to intentionally to try and win a debate. I'm hungry.
In these cases, they're often presented by the speaker with a different level of confidence, and in doing so, they are more persuasive. Oh, I'm late!
If they sound like they know what they're talking about,
We were more likely to believe them.
Even if their stand doesn't make complete logical sense.
In this video, we will show you 10 common logical fallacies that we encounter.
so sit back, relax,
And enjoy!
Are you ready?
Aye, Captain!
Tara!
Oh, there's Pikachu.
There's an Arceus, man.
Where?
It's over here. It's a raid, bro.
Oh, it's
Wow.
nice.
Yes,
Hey
it's the strongest
guys, look at
Pokemon.
your
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, really? You didn't know about this game?
It's Pokemon Go. Millions of people are playing this game.
Yeah.
Really? Can you
Yeah,
say
an
that
amazing
application
game.
to me? Me too. Oh, Mom is already here! Good morning, class. Good morning, Ma'am Sakdo. Sit down.
So today we will have a review first on what we have tackled yesterday. So what is resume? Anyone? Miss De Paz, give me an answer.
I don't know, Ma'am.
Sit down. Mr. Ramos Mos, give me an answer. How disappointing. I thought all STEM students are smart. Sit down. Miss Salvador.
Ew, Veruca, what's that?
I think I said that
What happened to Veracel?
I think she accidentally pooped due to nervousness when the teacher called her because she didn't study.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You know what? I have diarrhea.
Really?
Yes, and my stomach really hurts.
Okay, class, before I dismiss you, tomorrow will be our exams. And if ever you will be late in my class, I won't allow you anymore to take my exams. Understood? Yes, ma'am. So, class dismissed. Okay, class. I already have the results of your exams. Please distribute.
I know the exam is graded based on the performance, but you should give me at least a passing score. I studied very hard even though I was sick because I know my future depended on getting a good grade. And my parents will be mad if I have a low grade.
Okay, I will give this one chance only. Each one of you will bring tanglad. You will plant it there. If your tanglad dies in 2 days, say goodbye to your grades. No tanglad, you'll fail.
Guys, don't worry. Our grades doesn't define who we are. Be positive, okay?
Yeah, we can be much better next grading.
It is easy for you guys to say, since you've got a nice grade than any of us.
The reason for your high grades because you cheated during your exams.
That's not true!
That reason is so absurd.
Yes, the only thing you do say is the only the bad side. If you weren't that so lazy to do such tasks, your grades wouldn't be that low.
Ma'am, are you saying we are dumb?
I didn't mean like that.
What is happening in here? This actions only means that you don't deserve the chance that I gave you. Just go home. There's nothing left I can do for this class.
Ma'am said this is where we should plant our tanglad. We need to plant lemongrass because if we don't, we're not gonna pass this subject.
Mugs, come over here. I save a line for you.
Excuse me, do you mind? The queue line starts at the back.
We'll just wait a bit longer. Besides, we know what's going to happen if we miss pass over this.
Okay.
Why juice?
Because my friend says juice is better than a tasteless water.
But experts say water is better than anything.
Holy!
I'm
What
sorry. Hey, what's your words? They said that saying bad words is bad.
Right. Who says?
Are you ready for the hiking?
Not really. I heard there's going to be a storm coming. It would be dangerous.
Let's go ask Officer in charge, Queen, for she is the person in charge for the hiking.
Okay, let's go. Are there any changes for the hiking plans this Saturday, ma'am?
There's a storm coming. We heard it may be dangerous.
I promise you that the storm will not be affecting us. It's perfectly safe for us to hike if we're not in a direct center of lightning and thunder. I don't know of everyone who has ever had a problem hiking during a storm. Nobody has ever convinced me it's threatening, so I feel like we're really safe.
I've been on this page for like 1 hour, but it still doesn't sink in.
Me too. I think my brain is not functioning. Why is this so hard? I can memorize lyrics of a song for a short amount of time, but this, it's really hard to even familiarize. You know what? Screw this. I believe experience is the best teacher, so... Oh.
Whoa.
You
sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Come on.
Oi! What are you doing? That's dangerous. That will explode. How can you be so sure, sir, that it's going to explode? Trust me, I'm a chemistry teacher and I've been teaching chemistry for my whole life.
Just because a significant population believe a proposition is true doesn't make it true. As you saw in the video, there were these three boys, John, Fen, and Aldrin, playing a game. And then Rose and Mara passed by and asked them what they were doing. Then, John said that they were playing Pokemon Go and lied to them that it was the best and popular game nowadays. The girls easily believed him, so they wanted to have the application on their phones. Popularity alone is not enough to validate an argument, though it's often used as a justification of validity.
Accident is the fallacy of applying a general rule to a particular case whose special circumstances render the rule inapplicable. The scenario showed that the teacher said a general statement, which is all STEM students are smart.
I thought all STEM students are smart.
But on that particular situation also showed that there are some students that was not able to answer the question and was not able to pass the expectation of the teacher. It only shows that what the teacher said was inappropriate and a fallacy.
Wrong direction is a fallacy where the cause and effect are reversed. In the video, the effect is shown first, which is accidentally pooping, and then the cause, which is having a diarrhea. It is a fallacy because even though the actual reason is that she has a diarrhea, her classmate, Mrs. Chidoro, said that it is because of the recitation, which is wrong.
The situation shows an argument that attempts to divert our attention to the real issue. In the situation, the student approaches her teacher and pleaded her to give her the passing score of the exam. She stated her reasons that if she got low grades, her future will be depending on it and her parents will be mad at her. This is a fallacy called appeal to pity. It is a specific type of emotional appeal. It manipulates someone's feelings of pity or guilt in order to get them to support a point of view.
Attack fallacy occurs when someone attacks a person instead focusing on the issue. Two girls signified how they give positive insights that their grades they have received, while the two boys oppose in their positivity because they got higher grades than them.
Appeal to consequence, also called appeal to consequence of belief. What is this kind of fallacy? The best way to think about this is that if you don't believe the acceptable truth or general truth about something, you will have to face a negative consequence. In our scene, the students believe that if they don't plant tanglad or lemongrass, they will fail the subject like what their teacher said.
Appeal to force. This fallacy occurs when, instead of addressing someone's argument or position, you irrelevantly attack the person or some aspect of the person who is making the argument. The fallacies can also be direct to membership in a group or institution. In our scenario, rather than using the reason why the boy cut in line, the queue jumper threatens the boy by a show of force. The boy was not compelled not to challenge him further, fear of negative consequences, and therefore dropped his argument.
Anonymous authority, or also called appeal to anonymous authority, is a fallacy where the authority in question is not named or in written arguments. There is also an absence of citation.
So in the statement, they said that using bad words is bad, which is said by Divine to Rylin, and the statement of Kresna The expert says that water is better than any drink. The part that makes it as a fallacy that appeals to anonymous authority is the term "they said" and "the experts" because it is not specific who is the person said that.
In our example, the officer in charge thinks it is safe to go hiking during a storm. And since there is no argument against her claim, she believes that she is right. Our scenario is an example of ignorance fallacy. It occurs when you argue that your conclusion must be true because there is no evidence against it. It is also an argument that shifts the burden of proof away from the person making the claim.
The scene showed a fallacy that appeals to authority because the teacher claimed that the chemicals being mixed was going to explode even if he did not examine the chemicals thoroughly to confirm if there will be any chemical reactions going to happen.
Most logical fallacies can be spotted by thinking critically.
Make sure to ask questions. Is logic here at work, or is it simply rhetoric?
Does their proof is actually lead to the conclusion that they seek?
By applying critical thinking, you'll be able to detect logical fallacies around you and prevent yourself from doing it as well.
Thank you for watching!
Oh, there's an Arceus. Oh, there's an Arceus, man. Look at this.
Oh, there's Pikachu!
There's an Arceus.
So the pass, give me an answer.
What happened to them?
Okay.
Guys, don't worry.
Kaya madari man niya naging lawyer.
Si free lawyer?
Wow, what a day. Go to the room and zoom in now.
Screw this.
Maraksot na.
Say
Uy, may
something.
chika ako eh.
Say something.
Kikilig ako.
Say something.
Not
If Hi. Like water seat. Appeal to consequence.
This fallacy
Someone attacks a person. You argue to their positivity because. Okay! Okay!
Why is this so hard? Practice na
Run, run, run.